Yeah. How many fights have you lost? How many fights have you lost? How many fights have you lost? Hey, what you think you're gonna look like when you get your ass up and your ass and got knots all over your damn head?
The boxing world just exploded when Floyd Mayweather Sr. stepped up to the microphone at a press conference and delivered a fiery warning to Mike Tyson that has set the internet ablaze. He didn't just suggest his son would win, he guaranteed that Floyd Mayweather Jr. would beat Tyson decisively, speaking with a level of venom that made it clear this was deeply personal. The room reportedly fell completely silent as he spoke, and what followed was nothing short of brutal. According to sources close to the event, Senior was asked a simple question about a potential Tyson exhibition, but he immediately leaned into the microphone with intensity, fire visible in his eyes. Those in attendance described his tone as angry, disrespectful, yet completely confident. He went as far as saying Tyson is delusional if he believes his punching power would matter against a fighter who has never truly been hurt throughout his entire career.
Mike Tyson said it. You know why you said by his defense? You know why he's still here? Because defense.
Yeah.
You see these other crazy ass fighters fighting with their head, ain't fighting with their mind.
Right.
That's why you see them, their career is short. That's why he's still here and still going strong.
Floyd Mayweather Sr. didn't hold back. He specifically brought up Mike Tyson's loss to Buster Douglas, questioning how Tyson could even think about touching Floyd if he couldn't handle Douglas in his prime. But that was just the beginning. According to insiders, Senior went even further, revisiting Tyson's biggest defeats one by one. He pointed out how Evander Holyfield embarrassed him twice, how Lennox Lewis dominated him and forced him to quit on his stool, and how even Kevin McBride managed to beat him down. The message was sharp and direct. Whenever Tyson faced a disciplined, technically skilled boxer with a smart game plan, he was exposed. Senior made it clear that his son isn't just another opponent. He called Floyd Mayweather Jr. the greatest defensive mind in boxing history, implying that Tyson would have no answers in the ring.
And last but not least, your boy Mike Tyson, man.
Nothing to talk about no more. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is the top fighter in all classes.
Mike Tyson wasn't disciplined enough to do what he had to do to become what my cousin Floyd is today. And that's all I'm gonna say.
So you're saying it's envy? It's envy.
It's very envy.
What else could it be?
Very envy.
It ain't nothing else, man. When them people had their time.
One reporter at the scene claimed that Floyd Mayweather Sr. became so animated during the exchange that he actually stood up from his chair and began demonstrating Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s signature shoulder roll right there at the press table. He illustrated how Floyd would make Mike Tyson miss by mere centimeters before firing back with perfectly timed counters. According to those present, Sr. emphasized that Tyson could swing as many haymakers as he wanted, but punching air doesn't win fights, it's precision and defense that make the difference.
There we go. You know what that is? You still got it. Right. You got it.
The physical demonstration quickly became the highlight of the moment, with nearly everyone in the room pulling out their phones to record as Floyd Mayweather Sr. showcased decades of boxing knowledge through every precise movement. His technique and confidence drew intense attention. But the situation didn't stay technical for long. According to sources, Sr. continued with personal remarks, even questioning Mike Tyson's mental state, suggesting that the years of punishment inside the ring may have impacted his thinking.
Just us. Just us. Hey, bro. Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike. Bro. Nice one, Mike. Fine.
Floyd Mayweather Sr. continued his remarks by pointing out that Mike Tyson often speaks about his past as if it were yesterday, while the reality is that he is now nearly 60 years old and hasn't been an active, elite fighter for decades. He also criticized Tyson's exhibition bout with Roy Jones Jr., describing it as difficult to watch, with both fighters appearing far slower compared to their prime years. What truly ignited social media, however, was when Sr. shifted his focus to Tyson's recent training videos, adding another layer of controversy to his already heated comments.
You lost 3 fights, and Floyd gonna beat your ass, you're gonna lose 4. And beat all the top fighters there is. And all them same fighters that he beat can beat you.
According to sources close to the situation, Floyd Mayweather Sr. even laughed while reacting to footage of Mike Tyson hitting pads, saying it may look impressive at first glance but means little when those pads aren't hitting back. He emphasized that performing well in training doesn't translate to success against an opponent with the skill level of Floyd Mayweather Jr. To drive his point home, Sr. compared it to shadow boxing, where you never lose because you're only facing yourself, while real fights, he stressed, are an entirely different challenge.
It's not like I'm hurting, and the people is enjoying it, my team is enjoying it, and it's good to be able to travel to different places and train and shake hands with different people from all walks.
The financial aspect of the situation also came into focus, and Floyd Mayweather Sr.'s perspective was notably blunt. According to insiders, he suggested that Mike Tyson needs this fight far more than Floyd Mayweather Jr. does, portraying Tyson as someone chasing one final major payday while Floyd remains financially secure enough to earn money in virtually any way he chooses. Sr. reportedly added that Tyson should be thankful Floyd is even considering such a matchup, arguing that no fighter at Floyd's level would typically entertain the idea of facing a nearly 60-year-old former champion. The financial angle resonated strongly, especially given Floyd's well-known independence and long-established wealth in the sport.
Than any fighter in history. I'm 50-0, but half of my fights was world title fights. If you're not betting on a game, it's not even fun to watch. When you're betting on it, you're on the edge of your seat. What these boxers do now, they're boxers. Yeah. They're boxers, I'm a box office. Yeah. There's a difference. These fighters, they get in the bag when they go over to Saudi Arabia. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, they're getting great money, not good money, great money. So, of course they want to see Floyd Mayweather in the exhibition. And you already know what the payday gonna be.
What made the situation even more controversial, according to insiders, was how far Floyd Mayweather Sr. took his remarks. Sources claim he even mocked Mike Tyson's voice, comparing how he sounds today to his prime years and suggesting that his current persona doesn't match the image he tries to project. One person present described the moment as so harsh that even some supporters of Floyd Mayweather Jr. appeared uncomfortable, as the comments crossed into outright mockery. Sr. also reportedly made detailed comparisons between Tyson and some of Floyd's past opponents, including Canelo Alvarez, Manny Pacquiao, Oscar de la Hoya, and Shane Mosley. He pointed out that all of them were younger, faster, and more technically skilled than Tyson is today, questioning how Tyson could believe he has any chance when even elite fighters in their prime struggled to solve Floyd's style. Sr. reportedly highlighted specific moments from those fights where Floyd adjusted mid-bout, showcasing the kind of ring IQ he believes Tyson would have no answer for.
Give me the respect that I always gave him, it was definitely dope, it was dope. I wasn't doing nothing, I was just chilling, training. And I got that phone call, and that was the light that sparked it all. Me sparring Tim Bradley, and then it's been up ever since.
What's wild is how specific Sr. got about the actual fight.
According to those close to the situation, Floyd Mayweather Sr. didn't limit his criticism to Mike Tyson's physical condition. He also questioned his strategic mindset. Sr. reportedly argued that Tyson's career was largely built on intimidation and early knockouts, but asked what happens when an opponent refuses to be intimidated. He referenced how Evander Holyfield absorbed Tyson's power, stood his ground, and ultimately broke him mentally, even recalling the infamous moment when frustration boiled over in their bout. Sr. also dismissed the idea that training with Terence Crawford would make a meaningful difference, allegedly calling it a publicity move and comparing it to putting a bandage on a far deeper issue. He maintained that no amount of technical guidance can change the reality of age or overcome what he described as Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s extraordinary boxing IQ, reportedly questioning what could be taught now that hadn't already been ingrained in Tyson decades ago.
And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk, easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy.
Insiders say Floyd Mayweather Sr. got incredibly detailed when breaking down the actual fight strategy for Floyd Mayweather Jr. against Mike Tyson. Senior reportedly explained that Floyd would use the jab to control distance, force Tyson to chase him around the ring, and make him waste energy swinging at air, before picking him apart in the later rounds once his stamina ran out. He even suggested that Floyd might carry Tyson through the middle rounds to keep it entertaining for fans, then crank up the intensity in the championship rounds to prove his dominance. The weight difference came up sharply as well, with Senior pointing out that Floyd has defeated junior middleweights who are naturally bigger, making any supposed size advantage for Tyson laughable. He reportedly reminded the room that Canelo Alvarez, younger, stronger, and more skilled than Tyson, was made to look like an amateur by Floyd for 12 straight rounds, a claim backed up by the judges' scorecards.
Just like that. You don't find people that just like that. Somebody got to be in the background. He's the best ever, yes.
As his father, how does that make you feel?
Huh?
As his father, how did that make you feel knowing,
There it is. I'm done. Well, if you want to read them off, read them off. Because this is Floyd Joy Mayweather Sr., the man behind it.
Sources say Floyd Mayweather Sr. directly tackled the argument about facing a power puncher. He reportedly reminded everyone that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has gone up against multiple knockout artists throughout his career, including Shane Mosley dropped Antonio Margarito, Marcos Maidana twice, and Miguel Cotto, a welterweight powerhouse. According to those present, Senior highlighted that none of them ever landed their most devastating shots cleanly on Floyd. He specifically recalled the Mosley fight, where Shane connected with a big right hand in round 2 that briefly rocked Floyd, but Floyd recovered immediately and adapted, effectively shutting Mosley down for the remaining 10 rounds.
Youth, first of all, that's an energy-burning style. At 58 years old, you're not pulling that style off. Tyson didn't even have that style in his mid-30s when he was almost at retirement age. He was already not moving his head like that. So, I don't know, man. I don't really know what to make of this. I don't know exactly.
The discussion about exhibition rules turned just as ruthless, according to insiders. Floyd Mayweather Sr. reportedly suggested that Mike Tyson's team would likely push for headgear, larger gloves, shorter rounds, and a referee who breaks them up quickly, knowing their fighter couldn't handle a real contest. Senior allegedly said that even if Floyd agreed to weighted gloves, he would still dominate every round, pointing out that Floyd once sparred with heavyweights for fun and made them look foolish. He also didn't spare Tyson's fan base, reportedly claiming they are trapped in nostalgia, unable to accept that their hero is now old, slower, and finished. Senior reminded everyone that fans remember Tyson from the 1980s, when he was demolishing fighters like Trevor Berbick and Michael Spinks, but that version of Mike is gone forever, saying, "You can't bring back youth and speed no matter how much you train or how many supplements you take." Age became a central point in his remarks, with sources claiming he emphasized that Floyd is nearly a full decade younger than Tyson, a huge factor when comparing fighters in their late 40s and late 50s. Senior reportedly argued that a 10-year gap can be the difference between remaining competitive and being completely washed up, citing other fighters who tried comebacks in their 50s only to be embarrassed. Sources say Floyd Mayweather Sr. tore into Mike Tyson's stamina, predicting that at 58, he can't maintain cardio like in his prime. Senior claimed Floyd Mayweather Jr. would win every round, with Tyson landing maybe 10 clean punches, making the fight one-sided. He highlighted Tyson's weaknesses, trouble with tall fighters, clinches, and good jabs, and said Floyd's style perfectly exploits them. Senior criticized Tyson's team, saying anyone telling him he can win doesn't understand boxing, and dismissed training with Terence Crawford as futile. He noted exhibition rules favor Floyd, forcing Tyson into frustration, citing the Evander Holyfield ear-biting incident. Senior also referenced history, showing defensive masters like Willie Pep, Pernell Whitaker, and Floyd neutralized power punchers. He ended with a direct message: "Stop pretending this fight is competitive, admit you need Floyd's name for money, and protect your legacy instead of tarnishing it." Senior concluded that facing Floyd won't be a fight, it'll be a boxing lesson Tyson should have learned decades ago, leaving the room stunned.